Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Washington is continuing to react to the former FBI director's dramatic testimony. The president's personal lawyer plans to file a complaint asking the Justice Department to look into James Comey for leaking information. And now there's word the president may be questioned under oath. ABC's Janae Norman has the latest from the nation's capital.
President Trump's picking and choosing which part of James Comey's testimony he says are true and which are false.
No collusion, no obstruction. He's a leaker. James Comey confirmed a lot of what I said, and some of the things that he said just weren't true.
As I used to say to juries, that when I talked about a witness, you can't cherry pick it.
The former FBI director under oath accused the White House of lying, the president of asking for his loyalty, pressuring him to drop an investigation, and firing him because of the Russia probe. And today, the president addressing those claims.
He did say under oath that you told him to let the Flynn, you said you hoped the Flynn investigation you could let.
I didn't say that.
So he lied about that.
Well, I didn't say that. I mean, I will tell you, I didn't say that.
And did he ask you to pledge his
And there'd be
loyalty?
nothing wrong if I did say it, according to everybody that I've read today, but I did not say that.
And House Speaker Paul Ryan has come to Trump's defense, dismissing the idea Republicans would be considering impeachment if Trump were a Democrat facing the same allegations.
No, I don't think we would, actually. I don't think that's at all the case.
But a former Republican congressman who was a big part of President Clinton's impeachment is calling Ryan's bluff. Bob Inglis tweeting the House Speaker today, writing, "You know this isn't true. You know that you would be inquiring into impeachment if this were a Democrat." While the president and his lawyer insist James Comey lied under oath, Senator Jack Reed telling CNN the president will get his turn.
At some point, not right away, but at some point that Mr. Mueller would feel he has to depose the president.
The president wouldn't give a direct answer when asked whether there are tapes of his conversations with James Comey, only saying that's maybe something he'll answer in the very near future. But asked whether he'll testify under oath, President Trump said 100%. Janae Norman, ABC News, Washington.
Suncoast Congressman Vern Buchanan isn't willing to take sides in this battle between the president and the former FBI director. Buchanan was on Capitol Hill yesterday, but said he did not get a chance to watch much of that hearing. Today in his district office, he said he's going to wait for the report from special counsel Robert Mueller.
Yeah, some people on Trump's side that would feel very strongly about he won the day, and then someone else might feel strong on the other side. But I think the general sense of it, from what I got, is that there was two ways you can look at this, but at the end of the day, it's going to be up to the special counsel, Mueller, to figure out where this goes from here.
Congressman Buchanan predicts we're still at least 3 to 4 months away from a report from the special counsel. A Manatee County man has died after he was rescued from the Gulf of Mexico. Deputies responded to a near drowning on Anna Maria Island Thursday on the beach near the Sandbar restaurant. That's where witnesses pulled 25-year-old Joseph Teston from the water and began performing CPR. Teston was taken to the hospital in critical condition, where he later died. Detectives are investigating, but at this time the incident appears to be accidental. Well, a great blue heron is back in the wild here on the Suncoast tonight after being released at the Celery Fields. The Wildlife Center of Venice nursed the bird back to health. Last month, Sarasota County Sheriff's deputies found the bird entangled in power lines with a jug and fishing line wrapped around its leg. Crews from Florida Power and Light were able to free it. Now rescuers say their main concern is if in the rehabilitation process impacted any other blue herons.
This is kind of late in the season for great blue herons, so hopefully it didn't impact any chicks. It looked like convincing to me that its mate was on scene, and that's something that we're very proud of and happy to see. That's the rewarding part of all this.
And we hear those birds did reunite. In the past year, the Wildlife Center of Venice has responded to several thousand rescue calls and has treated more than 4,000 animals. And we like it when they turn out like that. Beautiful sight at the Celery Fields today. And look at those blue skies. Let's get more on our weather now from Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Thanks, Scott. Yeah, a lot of blue skies today, and a lot of people will be out there fishing over the weekend, too. Remember, always discard that unwanted fishing line in the appropriate places. They have these little containers around most bait shops and docks that you're fishing from. So remember that and put it in your pocket and discard it later. Don't leave it sitting out there because birds and all sorts of wildlife can get entangled in that. 85 degrees. Dew point is at 68. Now, that dew point number is pretty nice right now. You're going to see it tomorrow night in the low to mid 70s as some moisture comes back back into play. Pressure is 2990. Now that's rising. Has been low. Yesterday at this time was 2978. So it is rising, and that's a good sign. But we have this moisture returning. As we talked about all week long, it will come down to our south, and then it will come back as a warm front over the weekend. So that means increasing clouds. We had a beautiful day today. We'll see a pretty decent day tomorrow. We'll see some sunshine mixed with clouds and pretty good chance for some scattered, mainly afternoon and evening storms, it looks like. Although I would not be surprised of a coastal shower in the late morning and early afternoon, with the main focus becoming inland in the late afternoon and evening. And looks as though nothing going on now. If you have any plans this evening, looks to be pretty good. In the tropics, there's some flare-up on some of the forecast models down to our south. We'll have to keep a watch on next week, but nothing going on there right now. Scott?
Bob, thank you. Manatee County officials are hopeful a new pilot program is going to make a big difference in the opioid epidemic. It's a program where people who have overcome opioid dependency are paired with those who are still struggling with addiction. ABC 7's Rick Adams joins us live from the Manatee County Administration Building with more on the story tonight. Rick?
Yeah, Scott, county officials here say this will help a lot of folks. It's another tool in the fight against drugs. Manatee County continues to have a huge opioid epidemic on their hands. The county has discovered another proactive approach to take on the problem. Joshua Barnett is leading the effort on a recovery peer coach program that's getting ready to launch.
The peer coach pilot program has tremendous implications based on evidence, based on other secondary resources to get people to treatment earlier, to keep them in treatment, and also help them execute the skills that they learned while in treatment.
The idea of the program is to match past and recovered opioid addicts with current ones, giving them guidance to get them on the right track.
Recovery coaches have a tremendous affinity for partnering with folks who are going through early addiction. They have great evidence for helping them attain recovery much sooner for longer periods of time.
Manatee County did receive $500,000 from the state for this one-year pilot program. We're being told this type of program is the first of its kind in the state.
The character of Manatee County and being identified as an epicenter of overdose, but we want to be the epicenter of recovery, and we think the peer coach pilot program will allow us to achieve that mission.
Sarasota County may not be too far behind. An addiction specialist with First Step in Sarasota says they are working on launching a similar program very soon. And if all goes according to plan, this program could be launched as early as next month. Reporting live from downtown Bradenton, I'm Rick Adams. Scott, back to you.
All right, Rick, thank you so much. A follow-up now on an Alaskan man charged with killing 5 people and wounding 6 others in a Florida airport shooting spree. Esteban Santiago is due in court as a judge closely monitors his mental health. Lawyers for Santiago say he's fit to stand trial despite a diagnosis of schizophrenia. Santiago pleaded not guilty to a 22-count indictment in the January shooting at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport. The Justice Department could seek the death penalty in this case, but trial is many months away. After the shooting, the FBI said Santiago claimed inspiration by the Islamic State extremist group, but no terrorism links have been found. Chelsea Manning is speaking out. The transgender former Army soldier who, as Bradley Manning, was convicted of leaking classified documents, sat down with ABC's Juju Chang for her first interview since her release from prison. Manning was sentenced by a military tribunal to 35 years in prison, the longest sentence in U.S. history for a leaker for releasing thousands of documents to WikiLeaks. So what compelled her to risk her military career and break the law?
You're getting all this information, and it's just death, destruction, mayhem, and eventually you just stop. I stopped seeing just statistics and information, and I started seeing people. Counterinsurgency warfare is not a simple thing. It's not as simple as like good guys versus bad guys. It is a mess.
Manning was acquitted of the most serious charge, aiding the enemy. 5 months ago, President Obama commuted her sentence. The prosecution resting its case in the Bill Cosby sexual assault trial. Andrea Constand is one of more than 50 women who have accused Cosby of drugging and sexual misconduct. Cosby denies those allegations. ABC's Scott Goldberg has more.
Comedian Bill Cosby has said he will not take the stand in his own defense in his criminal trial, but the prosecution is using his own words about the alleged sexual encounter with Andrea Constand against him. For a second day, a detective read excerpts from Cosby's 2006 police interview to the jury. In it, the former TV star describes phone calls with Constand and her mother. Quote, I was thinking and praying that I'm not being recorded, Cosby said, because the mother is coming at me for being a dirty old man. During those calls, Constan's mother repeatedly asking Cosby what was in the pills he gave her daughter, the comedian refusing to answer, saying he would send them in the mail, but he never did. Cosby testified during the deposition that he apologized to the two women about a year after Constan says he drugged and sexually assaulted her. Quote, I'm apologizing because I'm thinking this is a dirty old man with a young girl, unquote. Prosecutors are trying to explain Constan's initial problems recalling the dates and events surrounding the alleged 2004 sex assaults, putting a doctor on the stand who testified that sex assault victims, especially those attacked by someone they know and trust, often express confusion over details of the assault and don't immediately report it to police. Some observers say what's more telling to the jury is the fact that Cosby's wife of more than 50 years has not been in the courtroom to support him.
It would give the impression that Camille Cosby does not believe her husband and that she's angry over this felony prosecution.
Scott Goldberg, ABC News, New York.
Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, we're going to take you 20,000 leagues under the sea with a look into the science and tech behind Oslo Rep's newest play.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Rose takes her volunteering for Tidewell Hospice very seriously. But she knows how to have fun, too. And that's what she brings when we're invited to visit patients as part of Tidewell's pet therapy program. People love to see her. She really brightens their day. She makes people smile. And in end-of-life care, a smile can be a wonderful gift. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $249 per month or 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
The official salon of ABC7.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Monday at 4 on Suncoast View.
I'm Stephanie Roberts on Suncoast View. The best paperback beach reads from Bookstore One, plus voice lessons from Music Compound and Fins at Sharky's in the kitchen.
Monday at 4 on Suncoast View.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Well, if you love to see how the latest technical advances can enhance entertainment, check out 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, which opens tonight at the Oslo Rep. ABC7's Linda Carson has a preview.
This play is based on the classic Jules Verne tale, but with a very modern, high-tech twist.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea is something that we found entire families can enjoy. There may be grandparents who remember the book or the movie, and there may be grown-ups who like steampunk or technology or different ways of multimedia theater, and then kids just really love the adventure of these 4 friends who are trapped on this submarine and end up accidentally going on a huge adventure.
Multimedia artists take you along on that submarine with them.
Not only is it a play, but it's also a series of cartoons and all these tie-in disciplines and media that in the long run are there to raise awareness about the environment.
Susie Jane Hunt plays Professor Anorax, a scientist who studies fish. She says she feels like she's really in the ocean.
We're looking around and I can see fish, and there's a shark floating behind me, you know, and so there's this wonderful, it's this bridge sort of between theater and film, and it just takes it to a whole nother level of anything I've ever been a part of before.
The cutting edge technology creates magic.
It's a great yarn. The projections by Deco Dawson are phenomenal. And it uses, and the sound by Richard Farron is amazing. So it's really like it plays with all the senses.
Adults will be touched by some of the deeper themes, but kids 10 and up will just enjoy the story and the spectacle.
What it does is in a fun way is it, encourages everyone to just take a look at what's around them and the importance of safeguarding all these treasures. We have great treasures around us, and sometimes we forget that. And so what this does in a fun way is just reminds you, look at this wonderful world that you live in and do your best to protect it.
This is where you'll find your summer adventure, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea at the Oslo Rep through July 1st. It's suspenseful, it's funny, and the special effects will astound you. Linda Carson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, Linda, thank you. And Suncoast Traffic Watch, no major crashes in the area, but we're seeing northbound traffic on I-75 right near State Road 64, slow going in that area, but then it clears up before you get to the Ellenton exit. Now over to Bob for another look at our weather tonight. Hi, Bob.
Hi, no problems weather-wise either as far as the boaters are concerned. Pretty nice out there out on the waters. It'll stay that way too tomorrow, though there will be a little bit more activity in terms of storms. We've had a couple of days now, a little reprieve there after up to 5 to almost 7 inches of rainfall across parts of the Suncoast early this week. That rain is all down to our south and east of the state right now. It actually was an old tropical storm, if you can believe this, Tropical Storm Beatrice in the Pacific across Central America over the weekend, last weekend, and then moved through the Gulf of Mexico, really increasing the instability in the atmosphere. Never had a chance to develop into another tropical storm, but it did bring a lot of tropical moisture our way, up to nearly 15 to 20 inches of rainfall over South Florida due to that system. And you can see not much going on here right now. No real threat of any significant rainfall through this evening. Real dry air in place, but that's going to change as all this is kind of drifting northward right now, associated with a warm front. We will see some showers and storms around tomorrow afternoon. And it looks like right now most of that action will be inland. However, I would not be surprised, as I said earlier, for a late morning, early afternoon coastal shower or storm. And the storms are going to be slow movers too, so that means heavy rainmakers for the real possibility both on Saturday and Sunday. 85 degrees right now at Sarasota, 87 in Bradenton, 83 at the end of the Venice Pier right there at Sharky's, and 86-degree high today, a couple degrees shy of the normal, 88 the normal high, and 96 the record set in 1985, and no rainfall to report today. We're nearly 3.5 inches above average already for the month of June. Well, forecast wind, it will be rather light and light and variable, really, and not all that strong tomorrow, but notice a little bit of a push inland with showers and storms being the main focus with those that activity tomorrow afternoon and Sunday afternoon. We're going to get really back into a summer pattern, too, beginning next week, with showers and storms developing into central Florida and working their way back toward the coast in the afternoon and evening. That'll be a real factor, I think, for some moderate to heavy rainfall next week. But tomorrow, mixture of sun and clouds throughout the day with a 40% chance for scattered storms. A little bit better chance for inland areas. You see these cells there. Those will have a tendency to push off to the east. The outflow will create a few evening showers along the coast on Saturday evening. And then Sunday, we start out with some clouds. Should be pretty decent throughout the morning on Sunday. And then by the afternoon, start to see more showers and storms developing later on in the day with the main focus along that sea breeze front. Well, temperature 69, cool in Buffalo, Boston the same now. 76 in Detroit and Columbus at 81. Hot, hot, hot in the northern plain states, and 99 degrees in Bismarck, and 81 degrees in Dallas now. Houston at 84, and temperature of 86 degrees now in Macon. Well, the forecast looks like this. For boaters, it looks to be pretty good as a result of high pressure building in from the west, and for the time being anyway. We'll have southeast winds turning to the southwest at 5 to 10 knots. And we'll have 1 to 2 foot seas out there with a light chop, and we're looking for a light chop tomorrow and on Sunday. 86 the temperature for beaches tomorrow, increasing clouds in the afternoon. Low tide upcoming 8:46 and a high at 3:10, sunset at 8:24. And the forecast tonight, a slight chance for a few overnight showers, 74 for your low. And then tomorrow, look for partly cloudy skies to start today. I mentioned a chance for a coastal shower in the late morning, and 88 degrees. The extended forecast does call for a chance for showers and storms all the way through the next 7 days, and temperatures staying near 90 degrees. It sure looks like summer to me, with a 50 to 60% chance for storms. Well, didn't get a chance to go out fishing. Captain Johnny was out there during that big storm too that moved through on Wednesday. Was doing some he calls it looks for coins and stuff, right, along Lido Beach. So he has one of those machines out there that does that, and he gave me a call.
Metal detector.
Yeah, thank you. I couldn't think of it. But he did get out earlier. Baywalker Charters, Johnny getting this one, at least not him, but his clients, and then Trey taking this gentleman out, catching a nice big snook. He had to release it. And Beach Fishing Adventures, look at this, a barracuda from the beach. Yeah, he's bringing him in. That's Steve Herrick, and he's the coach, we call him. And he took this gentleman out there, too, and he caught a big snook. The snooker's still out there pretty big right on the beaches. So fishing's still pretty good. And the 87th Annual Sarasota Tarpon Tournament about to wind on down, but we have the winners for the first 4 weeks. The 5th week will be announced again soon, and then we'll have a fish-off, not this weekend, but next. You see the winners there, Tom Kane. But we also have other divisions. In the women's, Stephanie Sugar, Dr. Sugar's wife there, doing a great job. In the youth, winning there, Tristan. And the most releases, 4 so far, David Robinson. Catching a lot of tarpon out there. It's pretty good.
Fishing's still good, huh?
Yeah, it is still good. It's not that hot out there yet, the water temperature. Yeah.
Okay. Bob, thank you. Ford is looking to cut its workforce. The automaker says it's offering buyouts to 15,000 salaried employees. These cuts target administrative positions, but not manufacturing or technology. A Ford spokesman said each employee's offer would vary based on current salary and benefits, as well as years of service. It will range between 3 months to 18 months of pay. These buyouts come as Ford deals with slowing auto sales here in the United States and in China. The Food and Drug Administration announces a nationwide birth control pill recall. Lupin Pharmaceuticals, Inc. says its Mibellis 24FE products were packaged improperly, so the first 4 days of tablets labeled as active pills are actually placebos. That could result in unintended pregnancies as well as potential health issues for the mother and fetus. There are no reports of any adverse effects from this issue yet. And you may want to take a close look at that glass of water in your hand. It appears many Americans, possibly up to 15 million, are drinking tainted H2O. That's according to a study released by Northeastern University and the Environmental Working Group. They say they found perfluorochemicals, or PFCs, in 162 drinking water systems across the country. The toxic chemicals are linked to health issues like cancer and weakened immune systems. PFCs are not classified as a federally regulated water contaminant like lead or arsenic. Entertainment news is next. Stay with us.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee counties since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Get ready for the most hair-raising event of the summer. Feld Entertainment and the Ringling Museum present international circus superstar Bello Knott in Incredibello, a gravity-defying, laughter-inducing, super stunt performance live at the historic Oslo Theater. Don't miss out on the must-see event of the summer, Incredibello, playing June 13th through July 29th. For tickets, visit ringling.org today.
We've all heard how military veterans adjusting to the civilian world may have certain issues.
30. 70.
If only everyone had this issue. No matter what challenge they face, Easter Seals is here for America's veterans.
Former child star Amanda Bynes is announcing plans to return to acting. The She's the Man star left acting behind after a series of driving violations, disturbing tweets, and even a hospitalization under a psychiatric hold. Now, in an interview with celebrity fashion blogger Diana Madison, Bynes says she's drug-free and has enrolled in fashion school with plans to launch her own collection. Then she says she'd like to make a return to TV with smaller roles and then work her way back up to lead roles. Taylor Swift is getting back together with a few of her famous exes, including Spotify and Pandora. As of today, you'll now be able to stream the pop star's 5 albums on streaming platforms. The singer removed her music from Spotify in 2014 around the release of her Grammy-winning multi-hit pop album, 1989. No streaming service besides Apple Music was able to stream 1989. Swift allowed Apple to stream it after the music platform changed its decision and chose to pay artists royalties during its free 3-month trial. Gilmore Girls fans, cover your ears. Lauren Graham says the show may be over for good this time. Netflix successfully rebooted the show last year with Gilmore Girls: A Year in the Life after the original run ended back in 2007. Graham told IndieWire she ended up being happy the new season gave the series the closure it needed. But now, she says, continuing the show could risk disappointing people. But still, fans will be disappointed it's ending, I'm sure. We'll be right back with more news and your weekend forecast.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at CaliforniaClosets.com.